First of all, I'm really happy to be part of the second UAE mission, Zayed Ambition 2, and really proud to see my colleague and my brother Sultan Al Neyadi on board the International Space Station for 6 months. It was a huge impact, not only in the United Arab Emirates but in the whole world. My role in this mission was to support Sultan during his mission, but not only but Sultan, but the whole crew on board the International Space Station. My role was just to make sure that I am part of a huge team here on ground in Mission Control Center in Johnson Space Center, where we basically track, do meetings every day, make sure that in terms of scheduling for the next 3 months or 6 months is already set in terms of maintenance wise, what they should do, maintenance, they should conduct in terms of science, and when they should do it, and also to track the health and psychological status of the astronaut on board the International Space Station. They call it the Incremental Lead, where basically I am part of a huge or big group of engineers and decision makers. Basically, we meet in weekly basis and making sure that Sultan and the whole crew on board the International Space Station ready to conduct science, maintenance, and other activities that will benefit humanity here on ground. That's one part of my role, to support Sultan on board the International Space Station. The other part is to make sure that our folks back in the United Arab Emirates at MBRSC up to date with all activities that Sultan conducted on board the International Space Station. As we know, this is the first longest Arab mission for us, and we are looking to learn more about it. So I was a link between Mohammed Rashid Space Center and NASA team here at Johnson Space Center to make sure that there is a smooth communication between two agencies and between our center and NASA here at Johnson Space Center. Living on board the International Space Station for 6 months it has a side effect, I would say, in our bodies. And basically, Sultan, when he will come back, he will have this 2 to 3 weeks of rehabilitation. He will be here in Johnson Space Center we call them the ACERs. They are basically qualified trainers that side by side with the flight sergeant, they will track Sultan's status in terms of physically status, can he walk again in a couple of days, he needs more time to recover. So there is a solid schedule, and also beside that also there is a data collection experiment he should be conducting immediately after his recovery. So there is a recovery part physically, and also there is the other part, which is collecting data and also collecting another information debrief from the whole crew about the whole mission. So it's about almost, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks of recovery after splashdown.